Thank you. When, I just want to say quickly, I loved that skiing trip to Sunshine. Our mom is here, and I just don't want her to be sitting there thinking, but she wasn't even on the trip. No, I know she wasn't on the trip, but I feel like sometimes we pull out what to us are sort of like I think we have a knack for finding unusual details in our history that seem depressing, you know? And I loved those cheese buns. I would eat one of those cheese buns right now. Maybe not right now, but after the show. And even though the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, there was only 2 out of 4 of them, it blew my mind. Don't underestimate how powerful that was for us. And it was a really fun ski trip. So I hope I didn't leave you with the impression that that trip was depressing and therefore today was depressing. I had a lovely time. In fact, I'm working on a vitamin D deficiency and I got to sit in the sun today. So, you know, there you go. I know that also sounds like a very depressing thing to say, but you know, it's just the truth. That's all. Well, I've been enjoying this tour very much. Me too. Yeah, me too. But I also agree with Sarah. Each day brings a new set of memories. In case anyone was just on vacation here and the front desk suggested you come over and check the show and you're like, what on earth is happening? Just a tiny bit of background. We're Tegan and Sara, and we started playing music when we were in high school, and we didn't know what else to do after high school, and so we decided to take some time and just focus on music, and we got extremely lucky because just about 2 years after we graduated high school, Neil Young signed us and helped us make the record. Yeah, it was very cool at the time, you know, very overwhelming. They kind of just, you know, the label he owned, they paid for us to make a record, and then they literally just tossed us out on the road and said, go figure it out, like go figure out how to do this. And we didn't have credit cards or cell phones or Wi-Fi. I mean, it was a different time, the early 2000s, but in a weird way, it was the best thing that ever happened to us. In a weird way, if you think of what they did, it was kind of like a dad, like Neil was kind of like the dad that was like, just get out there and see what happens, you know, make mistakes, and we did. Like when our dad was like, go over and say hi to those Ninja Turtles. Yeah. And we were like, okay. Well, our dad was similar in a weird way, very tough love. Like if we fell, he'd kind of pick us up and he'd be like, anything broken, anything bleeding? No, you're fine, you know, like it was, and I think that really came in handy the first handful of years in our career because it was pretty brutal and every day kind of felt like we were tripping and falling, but we just kept getting back up, and then here we are 25 years later, still making music, still playing all over. It's great. But when this record, If It Was You, came out in 2002, which is the record that we're playing a lot of songs off tonight, we were so excited. You know, we'd made it with a band, we'd co-produced, and we'd really had a big hand in the sound and the shape of the record, and we were so excited to go tour with the band. We'd been so lonely, just the two of us, and the first tour we got offered, it was an acoustic tour opening for somebody, and so we did not get to bring a band. And I felt like a win and a loss at the same time, because I think we just really wanted people to see us as something else. Like they just were seeing us as this like duo, and everyone called us folk. And we just didn't identify like that. You know, we'd grown up listening to punk music and rock music, but we just kept getting, people just kept being like, come on tour with me, but acoustic. And even that I feel such gratitude for now, because we learned how to win an audience over it. We learned how to sell ourselves and our songs without production, without lights, without a band, without noise. We had to go up there and fight for every single person's eyeballs and ears, and I think it made us tough as nails, and it kept us really pushing, you know. But sometimes, honestly, it was absolute hell. But this song was a song of Sarah's, and I used to look forward to singing it every single night. I felt like I looked up to Sarah being like, wow, she writes such good songs and lyrics. And then we started this tour, and every night I try to tell a story quickly so Sarah doesn't say what she wants to say, which is that she absolutely hates the song. I don't hate it. So I spend this 2.5 minutes or 2 minutes, however long it is, fucking selling the shit out of it, you know? I'm like, it's gonna blow up on TikTok. This is it. This'll be the viral hit. Fuck Walking with the Ghost. Fuck Closer. It's gonna be Underwater. Maybe this will be the night. I don't know. It's really in your hands. It's really in the public. There is no music industry anymore. It's just you and your TikTok account. Just put makeup onto the song, cook cookies to the song, cut your kid's hair to the song, come out to the song. Sara wants it deeper than she knows, so. Underwater, I wrote drowning. Used to be such a good swimmer. But for now, my head is in the clouds. I'm a city love song, a twisted elbow crush song. I would go to jail with only boys, just to prove I was as tough as you. When I get out for good behavior, I'll be writing love songs, silly banging knee songs. I'm a car crash, but I have to get up. And every morning it's a clean up. All I need is time to love you. It's worth noting that this song actually cannot go viral on TikTok right now because it's actually owned by Universal, and Universal is no longer putting its songs on TikTok. So if you are gonna put your makeup on and cut your kid's hair or do yoga to it, do it on Instagram because they'll take it down on TikTok, so sorry. Forecast is gray, so we're staying inside. You must live close, I've seen you drive by. I left signs on the lawn. Tell me, where have they gone? Did you take them to tease me? To follow or lead me? I'm a silly love song, a verse, chorus, and such song. I'm a silly love song, a verse, chorus, and such. I'm a car crash, but I have to